Hong Kong, August of 1973. Inside Golden Harvest Studios, Kowloon District, Soundstage 2 comes alive shortly after 9 in the morning. The space hums with quiet intensity rather than noise, the kind of focused movement that only experienced film crews understand. Roughly 40 people glide across the concrete floor, each absorbed in their role. Camera operators fine-tune lenses and angles. Lighting technicians raise towering lamps on steel frames, carefully adjusting brightness and shadow. Thick black cables stretch across the ground, taped down with bright yellow strips by the sound department to avoid accidents. Assistant directors check clipboards, whispering updates on timing and continuity. Makeup artists hover nearby with powder and brushes, ready for last-second corrections. Extras dressed in period costumes sit patiently along the walls, rehearsing movements in low voices. This is not just another film set. This is the production of Enter the Dragon, a movie that will redefine martial arts cinema and introduce Bruce Lee to the world as something far greater than an action star. But on this morning, none of that legacy exists yet. For now, it is simply hard work, pressure, repetition, and expectation. Bruce Lee, at 32 years old, carries enormous responsibility. He is not only the lead actor, but also the mind behind the fight choreography, the philosophical backbone of the action, and often the final authority when combat scenes are designed. Every motion must feel real. Every strike must mean something. This film is his opportunity to show audiences that martial arts are not theatrical tricks, but living systems grounded in efficiency, in truth. What no one on that set knows is that this will be Bruce Lee's final completed film. Within weeks, he will be gone. But fate does not announce itself in advance. Among the stunt performers working quietly in the background is a 19-year-old named Jackie Chan. Small in stature, explosive in movement, trained since childhood in the rigorous discipline of the Peking Opera School, Jackie knows acrobatics, tumbling, balance, and timing better than most men twice his age. He is talented, ambitious, and eager. He has spent the last 2 weeks being thrown to the ground, slammed onto unforgiving concrete, repeating scenes again and again at Bruce's demand for perfection. Bruised, exhausted, and unnoticed, something begins to grow inside him. A feeling that his abilities are being overlooked. A belief that perhaps his spectacular movements could shine brighter than Bruce's restrained precision. And like many young men with skill but limited wisdom, that belief quietly becomes confidence, then comparison, then arrogance. That morning, preparations begin for the mirror room sequence, one of the most technically demanding scenes in the entire film. Reflections multiply movement, requiring flawless timing and absolute spatial awareness. Bruce stands with the stunt coordinator, calmly mapping out positions, angles, and rhythm. Jackie is assigned as one of the attackers, a minor role, but he wants more. He has rehearsed his own ideas in secret, flips, spins, airborne kicks, movements designed to impress the camera. During a short break, Jackie approaches Bruce with cautious enthusiasm, addressing him respectfully as Sifu. He demonstrates his ideas, executing a series of clean, acrobatic maneuvers that would stun any audience. Bruce watches without interruption. When Jackie finishes, breathing lightly, Bruce acknowledges his athleticism, then gently explains that while the movements look beautiful, they do not belong in a real fight. They consume time, expose vulnerability, and sacrifice control. To Bruce, efficiency is everything. Jackie feels his pride sting, years of training dismissed in seconds. Before he can stop himself, he argues that cinema is about excitement, not realism, that audiences want spectacle. The studio falls silent. Bruce steps closer, calm but unmistakably intense. He asks Jackie to show his most impressive move. Cornered by pride and eyes upon him, Jackie performs an extraordinary sequence. Running momentum, airborne rotation, perfect landing, spinning kick. The crew murmurs approval. Bruce nods, then demonstrates, without preparation, without flourish. In a blink too fast to track, Bruce shifts position and appears behind Jackie, his open palm resting lightly on the back of Jackie's neck. No strike, no force, just proof. In that instant, the message is clear. Bruce could have ended everything without effort. He explains calmly that while Jackie was airborne and committed, Bruce had multiple opportunities to strike. 1 second versus 5, control versus display. Then Bruce invites Jackie to attack him for real. Jackie launches forward with speed and confidence, throwing everything he has, kicks, punches, jumps, all met with effortless evasion, redirection, and gentle taps to vital points. Bruce never counters aggressively. He does not need to. Within seconds, Jackie understands. His techniques look powerful, but they are empty against mastery. He stands breathless, not from exertion, but from revelation. Bruce explains that art and combat are not the same, that beauty without effectiveness is illusion. His words carry no cruelty, only truth. Jackie's confidence collapses into humility. He bows deeply, apologizes sincerely, admitting his arrogance. Bruce accepts without hesitation, reminding him that talent means nothing without openness to learn. The lesson is delivered without violence, without anger, and without humiliation. Only clarity.
Filming resumes, and Jackie completes his role quietly, performing exactly what is required. But internally, something fundamental has shifted. The pride is gone, replaced by awareness. That evening, Jackie approaches Bruce once more, asking not for validation, but for instruction. Bruce agrees, warning him that he will not be taught to imitate, but to evolve into his own form. Over the following weeks, before Bruce Lee's untimely death, Jackie trains with him in brief but transformative sessions. He learns economy of motion, perception, timing, and purpose. Bruce, in turn, recognizes that Jackie's acrobatics, when guided by martial principles, could create something entirely new. When Bruce Lee passes away, Jackie is devastated. He has lost not just a teacher, but a mirror that reflected his weaknesses and potential equally. Years later, as Jackie Chan becomes a global icon, he repeatedly tells this story. He speaks of the day his ego was dismantled in seconds, not to shame himself, but to honor the lesson. He explains that being impressive is not the same as being effective, that mastery begins where arrogance ends. Bruce Lee did not damage his career, he saved it. By destroying his ego, Bruce gave him the foundation to build something lasting. The story becomes legend within the film industry, a reminder that true greatness is not about spectacle alone, but understanding, humility, and growth. In 8 quiet seconds on a soundstage in Hong Kong, a young stuntman learned a truth that shaped his entire life. And that lesson continues to echo wherever discipline meets ambition, reminding us all that there is always more to learn, and always someone who sees farther than we do.